Okay, before anybody asks, yes, he does the thing. Hello and welcome to another Mad Hatter review. I'm very, very excited because today I'm taking a look at this Last Ronin unarmored version, aka shirtless Ronin. I got so excited for this figure, I'm like, maybe I should do this review shirtless, okay? But I don't want to lose all my subscribers, nor do I want to subject everybody to the pain of a hairy Middle Easterner doing an action figure review. So I opted not to do that, wisely so. So if you don't know, this Last Ronin figure, this is not the first Last Ronin figure. The first one that came out is right here, right there, okay? I did a review of him already. If you want, I'll put a link in the description. Check that out. That is the armored version of the Last Ronin. And this is the unarmored version. Now, when this was first announced, some people were like, well, why do they need two different versions? Can't you just have one and you take the armor off? I don't know how good that would look. I just think if you don't have mixed media, it's a little bit difficult. Not that I'm condoning tons and tons of variants, but this is one that, you know, I'm just going to be okay with because, again, I love this property. This property really sunk into my imagination in the very short time that it's been around. And I almost feel like I've known it all my life. So let's go ahead and take a look. Right here, by the way, if you do want the Last Ronin armored or unarmored version, I believe they still have some at Toy Stalker. That's where I pretty much get all my stuff. Toy Stalker, use code HouseHatter, get 10% off. And I think this is shipping really, really soon. So let's just take a look at the box right here. You've got the Last Ronin. I would have compared him to the other Last Ronin box, but I erroneously threw it away. But that's okay. I got a second one coming in from Toy Stalker, by the way. So yeah, so you got the unarmored version right here. He's looking all grim. He's getting ready to maybe do something a little bit fucked up to himself. I don't want to give anything away, okay? That's not a spoiler, by the way. You don't know what he does. And right here, you get some side art, Last Ronin, and you get this piece right here. Now this, I guess I didn't know this, and I wouldn't have thrown away the box if I did, but this links up with the other Last Ronin figure. You can kind of see him right here at the bottom, and the side art just, I guess, forms one massive piece, maybe even bigger piece when the other Last Ronin figures come out, I assume. But yeah, that is very cool. And then you get this piece right here. You get all the beautiful photography. Last Ronin just kind of showing off the guns and showing off the chest. And then right here, let's go ahead and together, let's take a look at him. Oh my Lord. Oh. Look at this. Look at that Last Ronin goodness. Look at this adorable little mouse. So I'm going to open you up, buddy. So I'm too excited. I got to open this guy up. So let's go ahead and do that, and we will see you there. We are back. Last Ronin, unarmored Last Ronin, a.k.a. shirtless Ronin, a.k.a. beach bod Ronin. Yeah, so this figure hits in a completely different way than the other Ronin. I'll do some a comparison between them both here in a second, but I really do like, come on, stand you. I really do like a lot of the texturing with this guy. And specifically in the skin. I don't know if you could see, I'll just kind of punch in close here, but the skin texture is really, really nice. It has all of this like shading in there, and just the green with the wash of the dark green. Really, really nice wash here. You got these scars that are really nice. This whole torso is just sculpted just in a really nice way. And again, just it feels different than the other Last Ronin. Still feels tough and brutish, but in a different way. I'm also looking forward when they release some of the other Last Ronin figures. You can kind of create or recreate scenes, but with this version of the Last Ronin. Also, the shell. In this one, you can see the shell. So it is a thinner shell. I'm trying to remember if the comic book kind of presented his shell in this sort of thin way. I got to take a look at it. I think it did, because his outfit, a lot of people have mentioned that the outfit, the armored version, doesn't protrude enough from the back. But I think as per the art, I feel like, and I have to reference it again, but I feel like the shells were a lot thinner as they were represented in the Last Ronin comic book. But yeah, I do like the texturing here and the different browns, and it does still have that comic book, the black lines on the comic book. The bottom half, looks to be the same. Actually, you know what? Let me just bring in the other guy. Fuck, man, I'm remembering how fucking badass that first last Ronin figure was. But yeah, I look, I have to say, just looking at him from between the both, this one is my favorite, just because he's just all armored up and yeah. But I still think this guy's cool. But in terms of like the bottom half, looks to be pretty much the same, save a few flourishes that it's just tough to tell. Is this my version, or is this the paint on my guy, or is it down the board? But the last Ronin armored version looks a little darker, like the clothing and the grayish cloth looks a little darker. There's more weathering on the belt on this one. But again, it's I don't know whether it's just the paint on mine or it's like that down the board. Everything else looks like it's pretty consistent. The feet on the armored version on mine has a little more black lining pronunciation than this one, but I don't really see much else in terms of a difference. And in terms of height, I think well, this guy's got his legs, but I feel like they're the same height. But they do look like they fit in the same line. They do look like there's a uniformity here. But yeah, just want to give you guys a comparison. While we're comparing, here's just the way he looks with just two other turtles right there. Definitely the most hardened, the most grittiest of the turtles. This guy clearly has been through some shit, and he's older. I mean, you know, you could just tell he's an older turtle right here. Let's do articulation real quick. So I wish he looked down more. I had noticed that when I kind of put him on his knees that he doesn't look down enough. But yeah, although he does have an ab crunch that will help. It looks up just a wee bit, not too much. In terms of the shoulders, they go up about that much. The elbows, single hinge on the elbows, they go about that much right there. Then you get the rotation on the wrist, and there is a hinge there. In terms of mobility in the chest, looks like you get a little more than the armored Ronin. He can kind of do a little bit of a rock right there. There you go, dancing to the oldies. And then moves forward about that much, straightens up about that much, not too much. And then you get the thighs right here. They go out about yay much. And then the all-important knees. I think the knees are the most important because, well, at least for me, because I wanted to kind of get him in a little bit of that kneeling position, and he can do that, thankfully, which is cool. And then you can ballerina about that much, arc forward about that much, and then there is a rock. So I believe he's a little more articulated than the loaded up Ronin, because the other Ronin has the shoulder pads. He's got just the cloth right here, so he's a lot more restricted. But I just like the other one more aesthetically. Let's just go into accessories real quick. So first thing is he comes with 4 of these, looks like throwing knives or blades that he can just throw at people. I don't think the other one came with that. Then you get the all-important sai right there. There you go. Then you get some nunchucks with a real chain. Always a fan of that. By the way, a lot of these come with the armored Ronin as well. And then you get this right here. I do like this, the broken sword. Very, very important. I always love the hilt on this thing. But yeah, it's got the cracked sword. And I love the work they did by having the edge look like it just got shattered, which is really cool. Then you get this book/journal, which, man, NECA really knows their weathering. They really know how to make these things nice and just make them pop. Just the pages in there, the texture. This does not open up, by the way. I almost thought it did. That's how cool it looked. But with the little clasp on there and the writing. But very, very nice textures job on this book right here. Then you get this tonfa right here, which I really like because now I can have my armored Ronin be dual wielding these things, which I mean, that's a bonus right there, because this is a serious fucking weapon. I really love the look of this on the other one, and it's cool having 2 of them now. Then you get this gritting teeth head, which is great. You could have him in combat, or he's struggling or something, and just in terms of comparison, a lot of the same facial structure above the bandana, but below you got these teeth, and the teeth are painted really, really nice. And then finally, my favorite accessory right here is this future mouser. This guy is adorable, all right? You're almost okay with him being murderous and bloodthirsty because he's so cute. M112. And yeah, if you don't know, in the future, the mousers kind of look like these little bulldogs here, which I mean, it's super cute. And in terms of posability, though, at least on mine, and again, I don't know if mine is glued too hard, but I tried heating it up, but like, there's nothing. Other than this tail, I think, no, this is just the material. This is just the plastic. So I don't think there's anything here. I thought that at least the head might rotate, but mine does not rotate, or it's just so stuck that I can't rotate it. But I think this is just a PVC, which, I mean, I'm fine with. I don't need this guy to make all kinds of moves. But yeah, future Mouser right there. Oh, and I forgot to go over the hands, by the way. So you get these 2 palm hands right here. You get that, this looks like a Psy hand. And then you get a fist and a grabby hand, and then he has a fist and a grabby hand on him. So you get a pair of those two. But very, very happy with this unarmored last Ronin figure. Usually, I usually get underwhelmed by variants, but this one makes sense. He is represented in the comic pretty equally, I would say, as unarmored and armored. He's also, I think, fully like naked in the comic too. So probably look out for that figure at some point. And I'm just saying, companies are going to squeeze this property for all it's worth. So I would not be shocked if you got naked Ronin coming down the pipeline. But I'm very happy with this guy. I'm very happy with this line. I love this comic book. And yeah, that is all for the unarmored last Ronin review. Let me know what you guys think about this. Again, you can get it from Toy Stalker. If you use code HouseHatter, you get it probably for as cheap as you can get it. And I think they're all sort of releasing pretty soon, if not now. So that is all I got. Thank you very much for watching the review. Thank you to all the patrons that are supporting this channel. Thank you very much. And let me know what you guys think about the unarmored last Ronin. Comment, subscribe, drop me a like, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.